Hi guys, happy Monday. It's November 9th. It ain't over yet. Gotta say say goodbye, end of an era though, this weekend. A lot of things happened, as you know. The man of whom I speak, extremely successful. Over the last several years, extremely successful. Maybe it's the start of a new chapter. Maybe it's time for him to go somewhere else. We don't know yet. Of course, you know I'm talking about Jimmie Johnson, 7-time NASCAR champion, who is leaving NASCAR at the end of this season, which was at Homestead yesterday on Sunday, where the new reigning champion, I think, is Bill Elliott's kid, Chase Elliott. Jimmie Johnson's going to the IRL, to Indy Racing League, which is owned by Roger Penske. It's the dominant racing league in America right now. It's pretty good, and I'm looking forward to seeing Jimmie race next year in IRL. First race, St. Petersburg, here in April, I believe, or March. Come on down to St. Pete, which is about an hour north of me, and say hi, kick a tire or two, have a beer. That's right. We'll be racing in the streets of St. Pete early next year in the IRL and GT racing, and it'll be all really, really good. Not vodka, water. It's still not over with old Joe either. Joe is out declaring victory. He might be declaring victory prematurely. We don't know. A lot of lawsuits going on. Probably going to be decided in the courts again, not unlike 2000. I will say this, Democrats, you did a good job. You stole it fair and square. You told the Republicans what you were going to do. You broadcast it nationally. You put it on MSNBC, CNN, even on Fox News. You told them, Hillary told everybody told everybody, we're going to steal it, and you stole it fair and square, and God bless you, good job. So there's a new era going too. Now the only question is whether Joe will make it to Inauguration Day. If Joe doesn't make it to Inauguration Day because of his dementia, he's a 78-year-old dementia patient, then Kamala Harris will become the first president of the United States that was born female. Now, I don't want to have gender identity because far be it from me with gender identity. I know that Kamala Harris is not big on gender identity since she believes there are about 27 genders, but it'll be a little bit different is all I'm saying. Anyway, if Joe does get inaugurated, again, my prediction is William Henry Harrison lasted 31 days. Will Joe make it 31 days before Kamala Harris is declared President of the United States? Because they will use the 25th Amendment to indeed prove that Joe has dementia and remove him from office. Too bad Pfizer didn't come out with their findings a week ago, huh? You know, they've got a 90% effective vaccine that even Dr. Fauci today said that's incredible. That's an incredible speed. Most vaccines take years. We've done this in less than 8 months. Incredible. Outstanding. That's what America can do when you pour the resources in the right direction. I surely hope in the future they continue to do that. I am not optimistic, however. I think we're going to go chase rainbows with climate change and other idiotic things like dumping another billion or $2 or $3 billion or $300 billion on a tarmac in Iran. Don't know, just saying. Anyway, so Jimmie Johnson's not playing in NASCAR anymore. We don't know who the president is. We do know I'm terrible at football picks. I got 1 out of the 5. I believe I picked Miami, which I got right. I took the Redskins. Probably shame on me for calling them Redskins. So I got that wrong. The Bills won. I didn't need them to win. I needed the Seahawks to win. But nonetheless, we've got next week, so we've got that going. On the COVID-19 vaccination front, I also understand that the great governor of New York, the chosen one, Cuomo, I mean, he wrote a book about how good he is. He only killed, think about it this way. Florida and New York have about the same population. Now, there's a density difference with Manhattan. I'm going to give you that. But I don't know if you've been to Miami and looked at the density down there. And from a square mile standpoint, I think the states are about the same. Given the density difference anyway, he managed, with his managing of the COVID crisis, to get 4 times as many people dead in New York than did here in Florida with our governor. Yet, he wrote a book about what his great leadership skills are. I'm sure it's going to go #1 on Amazon with a bullet. Absolutely. So, on a more friendlier front, we've got outside my window, my big bay window over here. I'm looking at a cloudy day, no wind, no tropical storm Eta, but we closed the schools for this. Now, why would you need to close the schools? Because, sorry about it. Why would you need to close the schools when everybody's at home anyway? It's not like we lost power. We could have held school, and guess what? If the power went out, we said, well, we don't hold school today. But they didn't. Half the people don't go to school, half the people have school at home. You could have done the whole thing and said, hey, today we're going to close the buildings, but we're going to still have school. You know, back in Richmond where I grew up, I went to 11th grade. It was in military high school, Benedictine, really great, bunch of freaking priests, wonderful guys. If it snowed, it'd have to snow. It would be you'd have to have nuclear winter before they would close the school at Benedictine High School in Richmond, Virginia. I can tell you that. Same with St. Gertrude's, which was the girls' school down the street, only 2 blocks, thank God, for Spanish class. Anywho, boating-wise, can't boat today. Been looking at 2, though. One is a Pursuit, and the other is a Grady White 232 walk-around. Kind of exciting. Both boats need work, but not much. And that might be something to do as a project. The other thing is that Seven Marine, which is owned by Volvo Penta, they bought Seven Marine from the Davis family in 2017. They've decided that those engines are too powerful, apparently, or they're V8s. They're actually made with General Motors 6.2 liter blocks. They are internally cooled. They're a very, very sophisticated motor. They are going to stop production of those after the first of the year and basically take Seven Marine out of business, which is kind of a shame because it was such a unique engine. Really, really cool. Went on the ultra high-end stuff. Like when you got to a 40-foot Boston Whaler, you got to a Scout, several other super high-end yacht type of center console boats or cruisers. You would see these 7 engines. They cost about $130,000 to $150,000, which is about 3 times as much as a Yamaha or Mercury engine. So, you know, not practical for somebody like me, but for somebody who is pretty wealthy, wouldn't make a difference. But they were really, really that cool of a motor. Anyhow, they're no longer going to be doing business. I hope that it does not portend bad things for the marine industry because they've had an incredible year this year with COVID and everything. They can't keep boats in stock because people said, hell, if you can't go to work, you might as well go boating and go fishing. So who knows? Anyway, I hope you have a really great day. Thank you so much for your feedback. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to try to do some live stuff too, maybe. So if you would, if you like what you see, or even if you don't, help me out. Push that subscribe button, maybe. I'm begging you, please. But leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'll have a good one, and I hope you have a wonderful day.